Hi, I'm Tim Autrey, and welcome to Principle 2, Walk in Their Shoes, the Principle of Respect. As Lawrence Stern reminds us, respect for ourselves guides our morals. Respect for others guides our manners. You know, there are these things called triggers, and these are those things that initiate emotional responses which can rapidly catapult our mood from good to bad. We all have them. Some of them flood our systems with cortisol and prompt us to perhaps utter or shout a colorful metaphor or two, or even use some universal sign language. One of mine is shopping carts. Shopping carts left in the middle of parking spaces because the lazy idiots can't walk an extra 20 feet to put them where they're supposed to go. See what I mean? This is a trivial thing. However, wars have nearly begun because of seemingly trivial triggers. In 1859, a full-scale conflict nearly erupted between the United States and Great Britain because of the death of a pig. The conflict burst forth when a British-owned black boar was found rooting in the potato patch of an American farmer on San Juan Island. The American farmer shot the pig. British members of the Hudson Bay Company, who had also laid claim to San Juan's fertile soil, caused such a ruckus that the Americans dispatched Captain George Pickett. You might remember that name. He was later known for his contributions in the Battle of Gettysburg. He was dispatched to San Juan Island with a small component of troops. The resulting military stalemate lasted for weeks. Fortunately, the only casualty in what came to be known as the Pig War was the pig. What's the point? When it comes to shopping carts left in parking spaces, this trips my trigger because I see it as a gross lack of caring or consideration for the rest of us. In the Pig War, the members of the Hudson Bay Company felt so slighted by the killing of their pig, they were ready to break out the guns. In both cases, the underlying trigger was the same, a feeling of not being considered, of being slighted, of being disrespected. Respect forms the foundation of all human interaction. Respect is the recognition and the appreciation of the intrinsic worth and dignity of others. Without it, you can build nothing, certainly nothing positive or sustainable. The need and desire for respect has been preached, studied, talked about, and written about for thousands of years. You'll have to excuse me for getting a bit philosophical. However, respect is so essential to the human psyche that it's often referred to as the Golden Rule, a primary edict of major religions. In Christianity, for example, Jesus held it as the second commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. The prophet Muhammad said, "None of you will believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself." Focusing on our interconnectedness, the Buddha emphasized how respect, understanding, and harmony are vital for individual and community growth. And if religion's not your thing, consider this. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Those who have bound others are bound themselves. Wherever there is a human being, there's an opportunity for kindness." Marcus Aurelius, Stoic philosopher and emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 AD, wrote, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize?" And Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States, asked, "Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends?" So, how are we currently faring when it comes to respect, and what are the impacts? Well, just as for trust, not too good. According to the 2023 Edelman Trust Barometer, 65% of the respondents indicated the lack of civility and mutual respect today is the worst they've ever seen. 57% of workers who quit their jobs in 2021 stated that feeling disrespected at work was the primary reason for their departure. And according to a Sloan Management review, recent data analysis has revealed that toxic workplace culture, including workers feeling disrespected, is a significant factor driving what's now being called the Great Resignation. In our world, we have cause and effect. In other words, what goes around comes around. For you and I to effectively navigate through life, let alone to be successful leaders and influencers, it's essential that we understand, role model, support, promote, and nurture respect. And we must be genuine in doing so. Dwayne Hickson, CEO and co-founder of N2 Publishing, puts it, respect can't be faked. Either the leadership team truly believes all are created equal, or they believe they, meaning the leaders, are more equal than others. Animal Farm by George Orwell, anyone? To aid in understanding, let's consider a few more aspects of respect before we wrap up the overview of this principle. Now, let's discuss the differences between disrespect and lack of respect. In the intro, I highlighted how easy it is for people to feel disrespected. Disrespect occurs when specific behaviors, actions, or words either belittle, degrade, or show a lack of regard for the feelings, rights, or traditions of others. Where disrespect tends to relate to specific acts, such as leaving your frickin' shopping cart in a parking space or shooting someone else's pig, lack of respect is more a lack of caring and or not paying attention. Lack of respect involves insufficient regard for or lack of acknowledgement of the intrinsic worth or value of people or things. This can be as subtle as repeatedly forgetting someone's name, allowing a door you've just walked through to swing closed in the face of the person behind you, or failing to acknowledge the efforts and contributions of others. This has always been important. However, in today's workplace, where it continues to become more and more difficult to attract new team members, let alone keep them around, it's now more essential than ever. According to current data, younger workers, those aged 21 to 34, consider a workplace culture of respect essential to occupational resilience and job satisfaction. This brings us to two levels of respect, as represented by Christy Rogers, Associate Professor of Management at Marquette University. Owed respect and earned respect. Owed respect is basic respect. It should be given equally to basically every other member of the human population without individual bias or preference. Learned respect, on the other hand, acknowledges an individual's uniqueness based on their performance, their behaviors, or their personal contributions, which can collectively be referred to as merit. For more details on merit, see Principle 7, which is justice. Earned respect is where we move away from the participation trophy. Both types of respect, owed and earned, are essential for any team, family, department, or organization to be successful and to flourish. When it comes to your opportunity relative respect, there's one pretty gosh darn simple thing you can do. In every aspect of your life, whether as a husband, wife, brother, sister, son, daughter, father, or mother, whether it's as a friend, colleague, coworker, boss, or individual contributor, even simply as a member of our collective human race, treat others at all times as you would like to be treated. I gotta tell you, were the majority of humanity to make this simple shift, most of the world's problems would evaporate. To wrap up our discussion regarding respect, when we work with clients to help them level up and take their performance to the next level, no matter how large the enterprise, the overriding theme is to help them grow a culture that moves continuously closer to functioning as one team with one goal, having one conversation. Without respect that's both owed and earned, doing so is impossible.